Nick, runner-up. How's it feel?
I mean, it feels good, but it hurts with how close we were. But it is what it is. That's race. I've been on the other end of those Talladega and Arca, so I know how it feels to have it not stripped from you, but really close, and you not get it. But I'm just happy with my team. We battled back a lot today. We've had a really good start to the season in the first two races that ended in not the best finishes. So to finally get a good finish, and you go to these next stretch of races with a decent points haul. We're pretty far out of it. So in Atlanta, there's so much unknowns. You can't just drive away from someone like we did at Vegas with Kyle. So to go to Dakota and Texas and all these tracks where handling matters a little bit more, and I can learn more as a driver and just keep pushing and keep pushing for wins.
After that incident early on, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
I mean, I knew the truck didn't have damage, and I was fine. I was just hoping the incident, whatever happened was fixed. And the 9 hit us so hard on a one time, it just knocked the battery, not out of it, but it kind of loosened the connections, I guess. And once they got that fixed up, it was fine. And that's kind of what happened on that spin there. I just lost power. So our truck was good. It was a little beat up in the back, but the nose was clean. The fenders were intact, and we were able to race up front. And like a gold fox, it was almost effortlessly. I was trying to drive 95%, and it just came to us. So to know that I could finally finish the race is nice, and be that close, but makes me want it that much more.
It's a pretty tough track to drive at. So what does that do for your confidence to run well here?
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't know really how to treat it in the beginning of the race. Slightly different in the fact that I had, a bigger steering box than I do at a mile and a half. So I was getting used to that. And just the way you drive the track, the way you build momentum is totally different from a super speedway at a mile and a half. So I was getting used to that, getting used to what runs I could take and what runs I couldn't. Spotter Derek Nealon did a really good job at coaching me through that. And it was a fun end to the race.
Nick, any challenges with the extended pit road with having to enter in turn 3 or anything surprise you?
Not really. That was probably the best pit road I ran. As far as lights go, it's kind of like Bristol. You stay far out to the right and just maintain your lights. And once you get straight, you have to switch them. So it was a good experience for me getting that here, bringing it to the Martinsvilles and the Bristols. It's kind of like that in a sense.
You seem to be taking this in stride from constant.
Yeah. And, my team works so hard, and this is just going to make it work that much harder. Like I said, our goal today was to get back in the game, finish, keep the fenders on it. We did that. So we're going to go race these next 4 races in this 5-race stretch.
What could you have done differently, and how can you learn from this?
I feel like I was a little slow to react to my spotter, just learning where these trucks are. I could have done a better job of reacting to the 19. Probably should have blocked top-ish. I would have went back and done that in turn 3. And I let him get to my corner, and he dragged me back. And it was close. It was really, really close.
Was there ever a moment on the back stretch when you made that pass that you think you had it?
No. I knew these kind of races like a super speedway. You can never call a shot before it happens. There's really nothing you can block. But I think I was surprised when we got to where we were in the lead. Honestly, I thought I would have had to fight a little harder for it, but I just missed a little block in the 19 and he got there. So it sucks.
Why the track seems so top lane dominant?
I think everyone is just naturally running up there. I think a lot of people are struggling with handling. My truck drove great at the bottom. There just wasn't people in front of me. It just seems like they really should hold the bottom 3 and 4 or too early. So it kind of stalled momentum, and the top was just kind of easing me around where, your inputs are minimal. You're not using as much front tire. You don't have the risk of someone getting to your right rear, getting you loose.
Do you expect it's steeper of a learning curve or truck series full time this year?
Yes and no. You have some access. You can see it in video. I tried to do a good job at it. And grabbing all that info. Until you get the truck, you never really know what it feels like. So I'm surprised that got off to the start I did. Really race management's what I'm working on.
Yeah, man. Well, through your mind there at the very end, you're getting sideways coming to the line for the mid. You got to hold on to that. You made a great save. What was exactly?
I was just trying to do everything I could. I knew he was close to me. I heard me while I talked. I was trying to push him up. Maybe he got right here. Didn't have to. I was just trying to do all I could do to get him behind me. that bit. Getting closer, right? You know,
What's your relationship like with Derek Neal? And they were kind of showing the radio broadcast, and they were saying he was saying like, yeah, you need to trust me, you need to trust me more. What's your relationship like with him?
Oh, it's great. You know, he is a great spotter. Obviously, he spots for Kyle on Sundays and wants to Hill on Saturdays. So I'm just getting used to working to really just timing the runs. You know, I'm not in the Xfinity stuff, even the ARCA stuff. You don't really get those runs as much as you do here. And, you know, I never really had an Xfinity race in the Super Speedway, and work is kind of single file, nose to tail. So I'm just getting used to maneuvering and, you know, really listening to him. And that's something I need to work on. And that's something, obviously, I made a lot of mistakes there. But, you know, at the end, I felt more comfortable with just trusting him. You got to trust him. That's all you need to do.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
This is Blaine Perkins, driver of the number 9 Raceline Wheels CR7 Motorsports Chevy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.